Maya, can you look up there?
He ain't tall enough to look up there.
But Dr. Can you walk around and see if the mic level is different?
Yeah.
Mind checking.
Mhm.
Whenever you feel like it. In general, like we're about to start the segment, I'll count down 1, 2, 3, and then you hit the record. When you hit the button, you say rolling, and then you hit the record button. When they see one, you say rolling, and then when you hit the live stream button, you say rolling.
So you got 3 rollings. You got my ears rolling. No, you got 2 rollings. That button and that button. That one's already recorded though, right? It's already live streamed.
Yeah.
So you ain't pressing that one.
This
So
one?
whenever y'all ready.
Oh, rolling.
Okay, look on the back of the screen and make sure it's recorded in the back of the camera. Is it all black?
Yep.
Okay.
Press it on. You can turn it on.
Yeah, press it there. Come on.
Can-
Okay. What do you say?
Rolling.
Okay, is that recording? Alrighty. So here we go, folks. We got the fam. We're recording the show. The show, I'm kind of trying to figure out what the name of the show is.
The Grindhouse.
The Grindhouse.
You named it already.
Well, I named it already, but I was also thinking maybe like Eclectic Grindhouse, because it's like you have your perspective, I have my perspective, and it's kind of eclectic with different things and stuff like that. So it'd be kind of like an eclectic experience.
Y'all got some names?
Any ideas? Good check.
It's a Grindhouse podcast.
Well, down in the comments below, if you're watching the live stream, if you have any ideas for a name about a show that's just about life and how people just interpret it, and just how we interpret it and how we go through our lives and how we can, just share it, and maybe it'll help you, or maybe it won't. Maybe it'll just be entertaining. Who knows? But ultimately, if you have an idea for a name, questions, or anything else, please put them down in the comments. So
The thing
it just turned on.
It just went black.
We're having some technical difficulties.
We having technical difficulties already. On the
Why
first day of
you
the
keep-
job, we got the kids recording. It's going down. My ear already messing up. What's happening? You supposed to be the cameraman of the year, bro. Why you give me that face like that?
Nah, this is a camera situation. This is not my ear. He's doing a good job. We have some technical difficulties. It happens. That's one reason why you do live streams and stuff. You probably should do this type of stuff first and get everything under control before you start the live
Get me
stream.
on a live stream. How y'all feeling out there, man? Uncle Walt done got me in here doing the podcast, and I want to be a content creator, so I told her to ask Uncle Walt how to use cameras and stuff. So now we in here. You see, I got my hookah, so now this just became hookah sessions with X, I guess. I'm the only one over here. I seen J-Rock and them doing the luxury brand, all of that. Shout out to Southfield G and all of them. I heard you went to that yesterday, Uncle Walt. It was jumping off.
Oh yeah, that shit was tight. That was nice. I got some video. I'm probably gonna be uploading that.
You got some exotic drugs.
Oh yeah. I got the little hookup. J-Rock hooked me up with some of his stuff, and it was dope. I felt super relaxed every time I smoked it. So
Shout out to them. I seen Briscoe, Kai, Face, all of them pull up. I don't know who else pulled up. I had the kids, as y'all see, so I was at the crib. Hopefully I can pop out one of these days, get out there, see what that's about.
rolling.
See what that's about. I don't even smoke. I just show up to support.
Rolling.
Okay, cool. We is back in action. Just record it for maybe like every 3 minutes and then stop and start it and stuff, and it should be okay. We're gonna hope. We're gonna see what happens. Yeah, I think it's just one reason why I wanted to do this show is because I think my family is freaking awesome. I think through the years, one of the biggest things that's been a real motivating factor in a lot of what I do, the creativity and the stuff that I'm willing to help people, as well as being outspoken about different social politics and different things. That's all driven because of my family and how they've treated me over the years and how they allowed me to be myself and grow and things like that. And one of those individuals who's, you know, kind of been inspiring me to be more, have more of a business mind and more focused on generating wealth and things like that is my nephew X. So, X, so let's just start off, tell people like what's going on with you, where you're at in your life and things like that.
Sorry to stop you.
I am mad.
No worries, don't worry about it.
I am mad. I think I'm at the point of my life where it's restart and rebuild
Yeah.
for me. I feel like I moved really, really fast, lost people, built new connections, things of that nature. So for me, it's about, I'm used to having a real family oriented household. So not having that aspect, you know, is a reset and a refresher for me. Like, okay, this is what I built. This is what's going now. What am I building now? And also thinking about myself this time without just thinking about others. People say I was selfish, some people say I was great. You know, everybody has their opinions. It is what it is. For me, it's always been about the family. It's always been about making a better home or a better household for the little ones. For me, it's always been like, hey, if I can put the family on, I'm going to put the family on. You know what I mean? Even if I got to sacrifice what I got. That's where the restart came from. Me putting myself kind of last or in the middle. But I did have some selfish moments. I'm not going to lie. I was buying cars and shit and all kind of, wild shit. But, you know, that's where I'm at in life. Restart, rebuild, and do it right this time, hopefully.
No, I could do it. Well, I know, like, one of the things I've been finding myself in, I just recently quit my job, you know, a job that I worked for 3 years. It was really kind of motivated by the fact that there's a lot going on in the world currently today, as well as just, like, it's time to really kind of focus on, like, what he said, like, being more about myself, and really kind of relying on the idea that I have to build my own situation that's going to be beneficial to me. So on that, like, what kind of things are you doing to kind of restabilize and kind of look forward to bigger and better things?
To restabilize, so everybody knows I got a truck in there. Truck's down right now. CDL's got taken, legals, whatever. Got 8 months to that. So right now, the process is just stacking money, redoing this home, and then once I can get the ball rolling again, hollering at my partner, somebody like Nate, Brandon, Uncle O, you know what I mean, Michael B, Alonda, people like that, like people that I'm in the industry with. You know what I mean, as far as trucking goes. Now, outside of the industry, entertainment and all of that, like, for me, that was Lil Rob. You know what I mean? So, anything that had to do with music or anything like that nature, I was always with him. So, for me to try to take that and run with that, still be kind of emotional for me. I feel like I don't take it seriously because it's more personal. You know what I mean? I usually just make music by myself or something like that, or with the kids, because it's personal to me. But I know my brothers and them will probably want that. You know what I mean? So I might step back into that. We'll see how that goes. I mean, we got you here with the cameras and stuff now, so we'll see how that goes. I know my kids rap, so they're all for it. If they can get in front of a screen and go to hell off, they gonna do that. I already know. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. You know, and then we always got somebody like Pops to inspire me. Like, regardless of what the fuck I'm doing, I done seen that man go through hell and back. So for me, it's always been like, if he can do it, I can do it. You know what I mean? If I can see my mom learn how to walk, I can do whatever.
I
so
can
that's how I feel.
Okay. So, like, with the, you know, thinking about creativity, like, how has that kind of helped you deal with a lot of that, what you've been dealing with, you know, just like relationship-wise and like just life in general?
You talking about creativity? You mean like when we make music or something?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is how I feel about creativity. Like I said, it's therapeutic. So if I make a song, 9 times out of 10, it's just with the emotion I was feeling today. It really wasn't nothing big deal. I wouldn't even take it serious. Whatever the fuck was on my mind today is what I probably rapped about. Or, you know what I mean, if I felt like, oh, you know, we need to get out this house because I'm going crazy, I get my kids and I go do something fun. That's always been therapy for me. Regardless of what the fuck going on in the world, I don't care. If I got my kids, I got my family, we can go do something fun, I'd rather do that than anything else.
I could do that. Like, yeah, because I know, like, that's been, like, part of my creative process recently is, like, really kind of understanding, like, it's just for the fun of it, really. It's, like, I think a lot of what's happening now as far as relates to creativity is, like, it's really kind of just drive to monetize stuff to make it, like, a value to people to buy it instead of just making it for the fun of it or making it for, like, what you use it for, like, therapeutic.
So you want to brand it and make it a profit? It's pretty much what you're saying.
No, it's not necessarily that. I mean, like in the end, it's that, but it's also knowing that it takes more than just saying it's analytical information just because this is the hot trend, just because of this. Sometimes it's just some random stuff that somebody created and it was hot and people enjoyed it, and it has no reason. It was just because it was there at that moment in time, you know. And I guess that's the thing that I realized like a lot. Is that we live in that time period where people are trying to find some kind of, you know, centeredness and stuff like that. And they're trying to understand the world, and they rely a lot on people's creativity to interpret that. So, you know, it's pretty interesting, you know. But, like, what do you think about, like, the current state of, like, the government and stuff like that? You know, because we've had some pretty interesting discussions about Trump. I can remember one which was quite illuminating because you had a different perspective on the whole like situation with that. So if you can remember that, just let people know what it was.
Like how I feel about the government.
Yeah, just all of it.
Everybody in this room right now is black.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can control. Like I've always looked at the government like this. We were just born into this system. If you was born somewhere else, you'd be born into that system.
Yeah.
Regardless of what it is, and then you got to figure out various ways to work around the system or figure out what the fuck you gonna do about the system. You know what I mean? And one person can't change the fucking world. I don't care who you are. It has to be united front. And what's the ratio to black people to white people in America? Fucking 30%? Like,
nah, I think it's like 13.
That's my point. So even 13% versus all of America, you still not winning. However you feel emotionally.
Yeah.
You might, when it comes to government and politics, cut your emotions out. It ain't gonna work for you. You give a fuck how you feel about it. The people that's in power and the people with money is gonna control whatever the fuck going on. I just feel like if you have a perspective, if you don't like somebody, if you don't boom, first see it from their eyes, see it from your eyes, and then another person's gonna have another opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But depending on how many people feel one way, it's probably how it's gonna go.
Yeah.
For example, if I'm mad the kids didn't take out the trash, but you're not mad about it, and it's 3 people not mad about it, guess who's the odd man out? Me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, regardless of how you feel about it. Like, I always just looked at it like, hey, bro, some of them thoughts, depending on what it is, you can share them. You know what I mean? Some people might feel like you, but I'm not going to say majority. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You come from a different environment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A person in Africa that ain't had shoes is going to appreciate shoes more than we appreciate fucking shoes.
Yeah.
Like, me and my daughters love Jordans. Like, boom. I know one of my homies, my cousin Damon, don't give a fuck about no Jordans for real. He like, motherfucker, I'd rather go spend this on some equipment or something like. I already know, like, so it's just one of them things where it's like, whatever your preference is, how you want to live, and if you don't like how America's going, go somewhere else. The fuck, you do have the choice to do that.
Yeah.
If you're American, you can go get a passport, go get whatever, and go wherever the fuck you want to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't like Trump, you do like Trump. Well, most of America did, so he's the president now. The fuck, get over it.
Well, I mean,
you got 80 years for it. You can give a fuck about what he's doing. It might start a war, boom, boom. It's wars over time. America repeats itself. There's gonna be wars. There's gonna be politics. There's gonna be money. It's gonna be complicit. It's gonna be death, and it's gonna be life. What you gonna do about it? Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's more. I guess my concern right now is not so much that it's a cycle. I mean, there's always been a cycle. I mean, like you could look at history and you can see like there's been like a peoples because of like different things. Like you had the Industrial Revolution, people mass moved from like the country into the city, and you know there was mass poverty and stuff like that. Did people succeed? More than likely, you know. But I guess in this time period, it's like they're removing that ability for people to succeed, you know, with like AI and stuff like that, and you know different things.
So what do you mean by the removing to succeed? That's my question. If you said removing to succeed.
Like, you know, and this is going to get kind of conspiratorial right now. I just want to, because that's, you know, I think like a lot of conspiracies are based on the fact that I think they just get twisted to a certain level that people just don't believe anymore. I think one of the things that I look at is like, over the course of me dealing with, what I'm dealing with, mental health wise and like career wise, I've been looking into like how AI applies to all that stuff, and how social media applies to all that stuff. And it's like,
Question.
yeah.
Let's not get off topic here. I asked you a question. Well, when you say succeed, the ability, taking away the ability to succeed. Scratch the mental health. Scratch everything you just said. What is you're talking about jobs and opportunities, correct?
I'm talking about jobs and opportunity, actual motivation for going to get a job.
Motivation is a self thing.
You would think, but if people are now in mass relying on social media to find happiness, whether it's fleeting or not, they're relying on it. And the point I was trying to make with is that.
So am I wrong to call them dumbasses?
I mean, you can say that, but it's also that the fact that there's a lot of outside influences that's playing into the situation we have.
Look, real life is happening outside of this phone.
Yeah,
Regardless if you can make money on it or do stuff with it, real life still happens. If all these went away, then what? You went back to the caveman era. Do you know how to fish? Do you know how to camp? Do you know how to do any of these things?
Yeah,
this is what I would motivate people to do. Get the fuck outside.
Yeah, that makes sense, but I guess it's like, to the bigger point, it's like the corporations in general are conspiring to make people like reliant on them for everything. Like if you work
so you
with
them, so you would talk about like how we had to go in quarantine and then people had to use these mobile devices to survive.
Yeah, and that
find remote jobs. It kind of limited them. It kind of put them in that aspect. Maybe I don't feel that way just because I had a CDL and I was still outside during the quarantine where everybody else was inside.
Yeah, but I guess to the point of like mental health, one of the things that I've realized is that looking at some promotion information about how the social media is going to change, is just going to be more focused on building a friendship. So you'll have social media building a friendship with people.
So you basically saying, like Megan, the movie Megan, or the little girl. So they're gonna have kids being friends with robots. I mean, I guess they do that on Roblox already.
Yeah.
They got friends on there. They do whatever. But my whole thing is, I always look at social media as a way to connect to people around the world. That's all I've ever looked at it as. I mean, it's promotional. You can do whatever with it. But as far as the mental aspect of it. Like, okay, when you say it's controlling your mental stability, I mean, if you're in your phone all day, then
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, for example, you putting this together today, this probably made you happy, correct?
Yeah.
It was motivational.
Yeah.
You just said I was one of the people that kind of motivated you to get to this. But I'm looking at it in the aspect of, this is social media, but none of this stuff that you just did, teaching her, teaching him, telling me to get down here and talk with you, none of that had to do with no goddamn phone or anything.
That's from your perspective. It had a lot to do with my perspective of why.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I get what you're saying on that point.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, before we hit record, before we got the technology in our hands, right? Before we did any of that, there was a physical aspect of you not even being on social media putting this shit together, correct?
Yeah, that is true.
That's my point right there. When people learn how to separate themselves from what the hell is actually going on online, I think they'll be a lot happier.
But I guess that's the thing. The corporations are making it that they can't do that. And you would say, like, you have, like, free will, you can do this. But if, let's say, for instance, let's say.
We hypothetically speaking?
Okay. Yeah, like, hypothetically speaking. Like, say, let's say, like, you're in a house environment, right?
Okay.
And, like, you have people living in your house. And, it's dinner time. We'll just take dinner, right?
Okay.
And, like, everybody gets to eat. But you make it so they want them to eat what you want to eat. You don't go and ask everybody, hey, you got a choice of anything that you want. You say, okay, well, you have a choice of hamburgers or chicken. You want the chicken, so you make the chicken more enticing. So everybody says, you know what, this sounds good. I'm going to eat the chicken.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Is it's like en masse in more intensive ways, with technology and algorithms and all that stuff. they are saying this is what you want. This is what they want you to think, and they're promoting it through the various algorithms to manipulate people to feel the way that they feel, to do what they want them to do.
Oh, so you're saying people on the internet is motivated by what other people are saying or what the masses is saying? Like, for example, oh, this right here is a Corvette. It's a luxury vehicle. Boom, boom, boom. Branding, boom, boom. It's like shit will trick your mind like you're rich if you have a Corvette type shit. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But you're saying you're really not getting another choice, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying that if they're using manipulative tactics. I'm not saying that you don't have a choice, but the way that they're setting that.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Is this a manipulative tactic?
Right.
This is far fetched and far left.
Uh-huh.
But when you used to come in the house and grandma used to be like, "Hey, bro, this is what the fuck you eating.
Yeah.
Guess what you gonna do?
Yeah.
You gonna eat it, right?
Yeah.
If not, then guess what you was not gonna do?
Yeah.
Eat, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you saying the internet's coming like mom and grandma?
Basically, yes. That's what I'm saying. Because if you think about it, like,
So then, who wins in life, the rebellious kid or the person that listens?
it's like it's all open interpretation, and that's the problem. It's like that's the problem that I see. It's like you have one group of people who are in control of everything and want a massive conflict for any other reason, for a lot of different reasons. I could make a whole bunch of podcasts about the reasons. I could show a bunch of lists about all the information I gathered from. But ultimately, what it comes down to is like there's this ideology to basically control the flow of information to exact some kind of situation that
Yeah,
they want
control
to
the
have.
lesser than. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I'm like, there's also people on the opposite side of that spectrum.
Yeah,
So, I mean, you said they trying to control free will,
yeah,
but I don't think that's ever possible.
yeah. It's not. I mean, like one of the.
I mean, there's consequences to it.
Yeah, I mean, like, and that. I guess that's consequences. That's the whole thing.
If you
It's-
don't do this, and this will happen.
Yeah, it's like the whole Jimmy Kimmel situation that happened just recently. You know, it wasn't the fact that Jimmy Kimmel got fired that was the issue. It was the fact that the FCC had previously on the podcast said some things that led to that show being pulled from the air. It wasn't, if everybody hated the show and they got pulled because of bad ratings, totally fine.
And I'm gonna just say this. Sorry about Jimmy Kimmel, but he don't own the fucking company.
No, yeah, and that's the whole thing that I'm
So
saying.
start his own. He got a Nike brand, he got a following, he got a whole thing.
Yeah.
So he could start his own and
Yeah,
call
he
some whole
could.
other shit and say what the fuck he want.
But he could, but I guess the point I'm trying to make, like, where would he go to do that? Like, how would he do that? Like,
Bro,
where-
we are in a house right now.
Yeah, but where would he promote it? Where he would have to put it on Google.
Let me ask you something.
He would have to put it on a website.
Oh,
It would have to be searchable on Google.
let me ask you something though.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
You got NBC, ABC, Fox News,
Mhm.
CNN, all these other places, right?
Yeah.
Then you got the internet, which
Yeah.
is just free to use.
Yeah. It's
You
not
feel
free
me?
to use, but I understand.
What do you mean it's not free to use?
You pay what you got.
I get what you're saying. You're paying for the internet to use the programming, but what I'm saying,
No, when you go to use that program, how do you use that program? Whether you pick red or blue, that information is aggregated and they collect it and they sell it to other corporations.
okay, we're speaking to Jimmy Kimmel, right?
Yeah.
You don't think if Jimmy Kimmel went to any, like if he just hopped on YouTube and just started a show, it wouldn't blow up?
It would blow up, but Google controls YouTube, and if you Google it,
But he's not contracted to Google. He was contracted to.
But if Google feels like Jimmy Kimmel is not saying that they want him to say, they can pull him from YouTube.
Then just go to somewhere else or start your own. It's
Where?
Zeus Network, Temu, whatever the fuck. It's a
Right.
bunch of different places.
They all have to interact with Google. Like that's the search engine. to
So
find
Google's
stuff.
the one who shut Jimmy Kimmel down. Is what I'm
No,
talking about.
what I'm saying is the point is like let's take the situation. It wasn't NBC that decided to shut him down. It was Nexstar and Sinclair, the people who broadcast the shows that NBC creates.
That's NBC. Okay, here I'll give you a sense. This is why I'm saying this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying this because Stephen A. Smith, If you know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
He was on Fox with, I forget the brother's name.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching him forever. But as soon as they shut him down, he just went to another network.
Yeah.
And boom.
Yeah.
Millionaire. Oh,
Yeah,
well, he's a millionaire, but you can get my point.
Yeah, that's true, but it's like, I guess what I'm saying is like, my concern is like there's mass consolidations of studios and stuff. Like Paramount just got bought by Skydance and they just put out a bid for Warner Brothers. And if they buy Warner Brothers, they own like a mass amount of media. You know, Disney on the other side owns Comcast and ABC and stuff. So it's like it's a consolidation of media. And if one or two people own media who don't agree with the population at large, and they want to do their own
If
thing.
you don't like America, go to Russia.
But that's the problem. Like it's like it's not just in America that these things are happening.
No, that's not what I'm saying. If you don't like something, go somewhere. There's always another
But
way.
where you're going to go, where everything is so far reaching, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yes, it is possible to create something outside of Google, Disney, all that other stuff, the basic mainstream alike and stuff like that. You can go an alternative way. But what I'm saying is, it's en masse for the people. In certain cases like me, who have a medical condition that makes it so I can't just, be in the woods and stuff like that. I have to go to the doctor on a regular basis. I have to take my medication every day and stuff like that. So, in essence, if I don't make enough money to be self-sustaining, then I have to be holding to a corporation to fund my lifestyle in a way. They have to pay for my insurance to supplement the super expensive drugs I take, So, in that situation, if I were to say something wrong or something that they didn't like, they can very well, in some kind of dystopian future, they can very well pull my insurance.
That's America. When you go to school, you can't cuss the teacher out.
But that's true. But I guess the line is being moved as to what's the
So your concern is how far the line is being moved and how long. Okay, I get that. Cool. I mean, it's rules. They got to be followed. Yeah. I mean, I'm the type of person that to be honest with you. I try to break some rules, but like I'm one of them type of people. Like I'm going to try to find a way. That's just me. But I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. They're making it harder for people to live, and they're making it harder for people to boom.
Yeah.
This is why people, when you say being creative, this is where the creative part comes in. Because, hey, they did this, we gotta go do this. We gotta move. You gotta be able to adapt to your nature. That's just the environment. That's natural. That's literally natural. You gotta be able to adapt. If a volcano erupted today in America, everybody has to fucking move.
Yeah. So, like, I guess speaking to that, like, what are some ways personally that you adapted to your situation?
Who, me?
Yeah.
The way I've adapted is literally trying to not chase the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, for me, I learned that if it's a woman, if it's a go, if I realize that this go comes with this many problems, and I'm not looking and I don't like these too many problems, or I don't feel like I can overcome these problems, I brainstorm, come up with another go or another way to get to where my end goal is.
Yeah.
Even if it's being something I don't want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's your end goal that counts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whatever your end goal is, whatever you see your end goal as, get there by any means necessary.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you might have them trials and tribulations. You might fuck around, go to jail. You might fuck around and die. But my point is, you tried.
Yeah.
You gave it 100%.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you for giving 100% to whatever the fuck you was trying to do.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn about if you made it there or not. The fact that I saw you trying is what made me respect you in any type of way.
Yeah.
If a nigga told me he wanted to be a soccer player and I saw him kicking every day and he never made the league, I would say, nigga, to me, he's one of the greatest soccer players ever because I ain't never seen that nigga give up.
Yeah, I can do that. Hey, you look like you're having some trouble standing up. Have a seat. You don't have to stand there all the time.
Like here's over there struggling, legs wobbling.
He's going through. But I think, I guess a question I would have is like, if you were to say something to make people say, you know, in or outside of the lines, if you wanted to live your particular life, what would be something?
How did that start?
We got Netflix going on. We got all kinds of craziness going on.
It must have been y'all, because y'all must be on the remote.
Yeah, I think we are on the remote. Yeah, first time we're gonna turn off the TV. Yeah. But at any rate, like, what would be some advice, some key words that you would say to somebody who would be like, you know, this world is so oppressive to me. I don't know what I'm doing, and you know, I don't know what direction to go.
In my words or in logical terms of talking to a random person? Want me to give you both?
Hey,
okay, in logical term, hey bro, I don't know what the hell you're going through.
Mm-hmm.
It might seem hard for you today, but tomorrow's always another day.
Yeah.
Change your mindset. Get up. Do something.
Yeah.
If you do something, I guarantee it'll start working out for you.
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
If you're having time doing homework, hey, get your ass up and keep trying and eventually get easy. If you're having a hard time working out, keep going. Eventually it get easy. If you're having a hard time getting to work, just keep doing it. It'll get easier.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my words, you know, they're a little more ratchet. Stop being a bitch ass nigga, get your ass up. Stop being a fucking hoe. I don't know what the fuck. For women, it's a little bit different. I would take a different approach. Listen, bro, you got your whole life ahead of you. You know what I mean? I know it's hard. You probably got kids at home or whatever you're going through. You know what I mean? Your man probably left or whatever's going on with you.
Yeah.
Check this out. You got people that love you and depend on you.
Yeah.
Do it for them. If you can't do it for yourself, do it for them.
Yeah.
For a guy, a little tough, more love, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think men take this shit serious. Like, they don't take that type of energy. They just be like, bro, stop talking to me, bro. So, when it came to my little brothers or my son or anybody like that, I'm grabbing them the fuck up. Hey, get up. Stop being a bitch. Don't act like that. Boom. Ain't nobody give a fuck about your pain, bro.
Yeah.
They got their own problems.
Yeah.
You want to deal with yours. I got my problems, you got your problems, you talking about your medicine, I'm trying to figure out how to pay the bills. Like, it's very simple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but it's hard to get through when you don't have a backbone or somebody to support you. So what I would say is build them connections, build that bond, build them friendships, build that boom. You know what I mean? Build them people that motivate you. And stick with people who actually check on you, bro. Not the niggas that I hate when people say, oh, I'm not hanging around a broke nigga because it's nothing he could teach me.
Yeah.
Cool. Don't hang around a broke nigga to teach you something. The fuck? That man been thugging with you from day one, bro. Obviously, he's just there because he enjoy your company or she enjoy your company.
Yeah.
Like, well, fuck everything else. You still need to go get motivated by whatever you need to go get motivated by. If that's going to hang out with some rich motherfuckers to figure out how you moving in life, okay, cool. You know what I mean? But don't get where you came from. I hate when people do that. Like, don't forget where you came from, bro. I got, like, regardless of whatever, try to, because you might be their motivation. I learned that a lot. Like, I was a lot of people's motivation without even knowing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I talk my shit, I talk crazy, I'm out of pocket, but I know for a fact when people tell me, hey, it's because of you, I went and did this, or because of you, I went and did this.
Yeah.
That gives me stride to be like, hey, I'm somebody's role model.
Yeah.
Somebody look up to me. The fuck? Yeah. If you don't like me, somebody else do. You feel me? And as long as you understand that, I think you'll move on in life, bro. Like, you'll get through life. We live, we eat, we shit, we die. It's whatever, bro.
Yeah.
But try to make a legacy of yourself while you're here.
Yeah.
Make your mark on history, bro.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
Yeah, I can do that. So is that kind of like the whole, that goes along with the whole, maybe not try to keep up with the Joneses type of mentality?
Fuck no. The Joneses is doing whatever the Joneses gotta do.
Yeah.
The Hunters gonna do whatever they gotta do. The Benjamins gonna do whatever they gonna do. Anne Frank and motherfucking Troy Polamalu. Everybody got different lives and doing different shit. Like, keeping up with the Joneses is saying, oh, that man got a nice house. I want a house like that one day.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You don't want a house like that like one day. You want a house that you want.
Yeah.
Remember that. Just because somebody else has it doesn't mean, you want something similar, but it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
That man's kitchen ain't gonna look like your kitchen.
Yeah.
That man's shoe rack ain't gonna look like your shoe rack. That man or woman's car ain't gonna look like your cars.
Yeah.
And that's what makes everybody different. We all like different shit.
Yeah.
And that's what makes us America, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a a stern part. Everything here, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Keeping up Jones is just a figment of speech. But
Yeah.
I was just saying, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Fuck the Joneses.
Yeah.
If anything, we rob the Joneses and sell they shit. The fuck.
Right. That's what you gotta do sometimes.
No, I would just do it. Never mind. Just
Like I mean, it's like, and that, I think that's really kind of the thing that I've been noticing. Like, it really does take that type of mentality of really saying that I'm just gonna let go of the ideology of whatever it is that society in general thinks is the right thing to do, and I'm gonna do what's best for me and stuff like that. You know, it seems like there's a lot more people that are doing that, and I think it's interesting that there's that in general, like on media, you would see it would give you the idea that a lot of people are trying to hold on to the past, being very nostalgic for the way things used to be. So like, what would be something that you might say to a person who's maybe stuck in the glory days of what they may have had and not looking forward to what they could possibly do?
actually, see, I'm one of the people that kind of went through that.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we just had the house with a slide in it, and you feel me, 3 trucks going, and lost all that shit.
Yeah.
Lost my wife in the process, lost all kind of shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what I mean. I didn't fall to the lowest. I fell back with the family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. So, but I'm more of, I did it once, I could do it again. Or I
Yeah.
did it this time, I could do it another time.
Mhm.
It's just the mindset of the pressure.
Yeah.
Because you did it once. Oh, he gonna fail again, or oh, he gonna da. Even that goes through my head sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's where I go back to stop being a bitch ass nigga in my head. That's what goes through my head. Stop being a hoe. Stop being a bitch ass nigga. Stop being this person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like tough love. I don't like. Oh, it's gonna be all right, baby. I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
If you
that
tell me
real
I
stuff.
can't do something,
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you 10 times over.
Yeah.
Because that's just my mentality. That's how my dad raised me. I don't know how to be any other way. Like, you tell me I can't motherfucker shoot a basketball, I'm gonna show you shoot basketball. You say I can't play football, I'm gonna show you play football. You say I can't sing, I'm gonna go try to sing. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's the fact that you told me I couldn't, bitch, ain't nobody in this earth. I don't give a fuck if you was God. You're not gonna tell me I can't do anything.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's just how it is. If a nigga told me I can't fly, we just watch humans make a plane and fly. So I like, in my head, I'm like, bro, when it comes to creative ability for humans, I'm just more pretty like, if bro was able to create that, I'm able to do something to, like, it's just, you know what I mean? It just is what it is. Like, you gotta be able to be your own person.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of what it is. You know what I mean? Do I feel like I'm gonna get everything back the same way? No. But I do feel like I'm gonna get everything back.
Yeah.
Plus 10 some.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if I go down to my last dollar, I'm gonna give a fuck. I'm gonna get up the next day and go find more dollars. That's just me.
I can do. Is there? I think we're coming down to the end. I got to do my schoolwork and stuff like that. This is a great conversation. I wish we could do this for like 3-4 hours or something like that. But
in other words, every Sunday, tune in Sunday, bitches. Get your ass back here, and we might talk about something even more creative besides life and Trump. I don't give a fuck about Trump. Like, I don't care about the government. I really don't. As long as y'all ain't fucking whatever the fuck I got going on, I don't care.
Hey, I can dig
It's
that.
funny. If your mental health is fucked up, fix it, nigga. Then go to a therapist. If it don't work for you, do what I do. Go make some music or something. Go find something that soothes your soul, bro. I don't give a fuck what it is. Go find something that soothes your soul. Just make sure whatever the fuck it is, it's motivational to you. I really don't like. As far as people out there, check this out, bro.
Mm-hmm.
If you watching me and you seeing my nappy ass hair, these dingy ass clothes, next week you might see me in the bins, bitch. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just what it is. You might see me with my kids somewhere. Who knows? And then when you ask me was you invited, bitch, you ain't check on me. Check that out.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Yeah. You
Yeah.
got an outro for them, Uncle Walt?
No, I don't know. I think we'll leave it up to Nakir.
What you gotta say,
anything to
Nana?
Nakir? You can
You
put
know my ear was doing your stuff. Well, I don't know. My ear done sacked the hell down.
Can you flip the camera around on the thing so they can see you?
You got some motivational words, 99? Here.
All right.
How was your first day as a camera woman?
Good.
That's all you gotta say?
Yes.
What would you like to do next time? Would you like to be part of the show?
Sure.
That's not a yes. You gotta let me know for sure. That's not a yes. That's a sure. You gotta be more confident. All right, 99's out.
All right, you got anything to say? No? How'd you like working the camera? It went kind of crazy on you and stuff like that, but was it okay for the most part? I could dig it. Well, alrighty, folks. I think that's about it. Like I said, I guess if you haven't noticed, I'm wearing this t-shirt. It's on Indie Box. You can check it out at naughtyartinc.com.
We doing brands. Hey, J-Rock, send me some luxury brands.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Where you get that from?
I got it from Indie Box.
Who that?
That's me.
You made this shirt?
Yes, I made this shirt.
And you ain't give me one? See what I mean? You see the family down? You see what I'm talking about right here, right?
Hey, it's just at the beginning stages. You know?
Man, what the
Yeah,
hell?
it's like, but you can go to the website.
There's a website too?
There is a website. There is a website.
Bro, Uncle Walt got merch in here. We ain't got none.
Like, yeah, it's just like all this stuff. This is like the beginning of it. This is like the start.
It's called what again?
It's called Indie Box.
Indie Box.
Indie Box.
Spell it.
INDI Box. Indie Box.
Okay. So we got brand work.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. You could be a fashion designer too. Well, shit, my ear might be more that lane.
Okay.
Who knows? Anyways, tell your family to give you shit, cause you see, I'm looking at Uncle Walt. I don't know why he got his brand doing it. He got me on his podcast without his brand shirt. That's how you supposed to market. That's not how you supposed to market.
Hey,
well, you all supposed to have the drip on.
But
whatever.
I'm just saying, like, all this stuff is like literally the beginning stages. Like the whole purpose in general of the show.
Nah, don't try to sugar away from it.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Don't cut
it's
this out
like,
either.
It's all about.
I better see
it's
this
all
in the,
about
I
the
better see
randomness
this in
of
the
life,
video.
basically.
You see,
know?
you see,
It's
Pop,
like,
J-Rock, move, Cop. You don't know he had his own brand. Y'all ain't know he had his clothing brand. Okay.
Yeah, I went up to the
Nah,
shop.
hell nah.
I told him about the
Where the
clothing
hoodies?
brand. Like, oh, you gotta order them. They like on the website, Indie Box. You go to naughtyartinc.com. There's a page on there.
Yeah, type that in the beginning. We need to see that. Type that in. How the hell you gonna do an intro? I just thought about that.
Like, yeah, this is all just coming together as it comes
Use some
together.
of Rob's music for the intro. That'd be hard.
Oh yeah, that would be dope. I was thinking about that. Like, what we do something.
I probably got something on my computer. We gotta see what was not too explicit though.
Hey, I mean,
Fucking
like,
Lil Rob.
we've been cussing and shit. So I mean,
Yeah, but that as long as you do it after 5 minutes, I waited because I watch YouTube.
yeah.
As long as you do it after 5 minutes, I don't give a fuck.
All right. Well, there it is, folks. The first show. It could be called Eclectic Grind. It could be called Grindhouse. Ultimately, it's just about life. It's about my family. It's about creativity. It's about the pursuit of happiness and how we get there. Y'all have a great day. Stay protected and be blessed.